What's up, everybody? My name is Blaine Games, and welcome to another episode of my new series called Scarygames. Now, if you're new to this series, and if you're just tuning in, Scarygames is a series where I took a look at a lot of scary things about video games, just like creepypastas, hidden messages, glitches, Easter eggs, just anything scary about a video game. Now today is a creepypasta video, and today we're going to be taking a look at Ben. Sorry, just got carried away. Guys, I've been waiting for this episode for a long time. And the whole reason why I did Scarygames is because of Ben Drowned. Or you may look at it as the haunted Majora's Mask. But I like to think of it as Ben. So let's dive right in, shall we? If you're wondering what Ben looks like, this is what he looks like right here. Now, he looks just like Link, where he wears green and he has the blonde hair, but his face is way different, where it just looks like a woman's face. But it's not Link at all, more like an evil version of him. And we're also going to be talking about the Happy Mask salesman, and this is what he looks like. Whew, that face gives me the creeps. Don't want to see him anytime soon. And this is the Skull Kid. He is also referenced in this creepypasta. And it talks about him. So here's what he looks like. Now I'm going to tell this creepypasta in my own words. And then I'm going to review it. Talk about the good things and also the bad things. And give it my own score. And I'm going to leave it to you all gamers to give it your own score. So, without further ado, Scarygames Season 1, Episode 3, Creepypasta, Ben Drowned. This story starts out with Jadusable, just moved into his dorm room as a sophomore in college, and one of his friends gives him a Nintendo 64, and Jadusable thought, great, I'm going to finally play games that I never touched before in a long time. Then, Jadusables went looking for garage sales around his neighborhood, and got a couple of Nintendo 64 games, but he was looking for one game, Majora's Mask. Just when he was about to leave, a garage sale catches his eye, and he goes over there and notices a strange old man was selling all the stuff, weird stuff. He asks the old man if he had any old games. Then the old man told Jadusable that he has a Majora's Mask game, and Jadusable can have it for free. But the game looks weird. It doesn't have any sticker on it. But it has Majora written really cheaply with black marker. Then the old man whispered something to Jadusable, but Jadusable could not understand what he said. So he just shrugged it off and took it back to his dorm and started playing it. When the main menu popped up, there was a file already on it called Ben. So Jadusables just ignored it and made his own and named it Link. The strange thing was that every NPC, and if you don't know what an NPC is, it's a character in the game, would call him Link. Sometimes, but sometimes they would call him Ben. So Jadusables tried to fix the problem by deleting the file Ben. Then the NPCs called him nothing, just blank where his name should be. Frustrated, and he had to do homework, he turned the game off. Then he started playing the game again. He tried to do the 4th day glitch, which if you don't know, it gives you an extra day to finish whatever you're doing. Because Majora's Mask, you only have 3 days to complete the game. Instead of having a new day, he appeared in the final boss room with no sound, just the background music. The Skull Kid just stared at him wherever he went, and this went on for 60 seconds. As Jadusable was about to reset his Nintendo 64, a text box appeared on the screen saying, "You're not sure why, but you apparently had a reservation." Jadusable was not sure why this was here, but he thought the game was trying to communicate with him. He walked around again for 15 seconds later. Another text box appeared saying, "Go to the lair of the temple boss? Yes or no?" He tried pressing no, but the game won't let him. He pressed yes. Then the screen faded to white saying "Dawn of a New Day" with the subtext I beneath it. The introducible appeared to be a darker version of Clocktown, and walked around a bit, only to find out that everybody was gone, and the music was the Song of Healing, but played backwards, and it got louder and louder and louder, like if something was supposed to pop out at you, but nothing did. And most of the textures were gone in West Clocktown. And even you can walk on air, it appears. He tried leaving the town, but the game won't let him, like if the game wants him there. So he decides to drown his character, thinking that it would spawn him somewhere else. Then, right when he was about to go to the pool, Link grabs his head and shows a happy mask salesman for a split second. And when the screen came back, it showed a Link statue. Jadusables screamed and left that area and back into the clock town. And the statue started chasing him where he went. Then the screen cut to black and said "Dawn of a New Day" with a bunch of eyes under it again. Then he was spawned on top of the clock tower, and the Skull Kid was staring at him with the Stone Tower Temple theme played backwards. And Jadusables fired arrows at the Skull Kid, and a text box appeared saying, "That won't do any good. He 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 he." And Link levitated in the air, and then burst into flames and killed Link. After doing the same thing 3 times, the third time was different though. When Link died, when it was supposed to fade to black, it just showed Link dead for 30 seconds and fades to black, and text appears saying, "You've met with a terrible fate, haven't you?" Signifying the end of the game. Back at the title screen, Jadusables finds a save file that wasn't Link anymore, but it was called Your Turn. And Jadusables selected Your Turn, and it went back to the top of the clock tower, and just showed the Skull Kid laughing over Link's dead body. Then Jadusables resetted the game, and another save file was created called Bin, right below Your Turn. The same bin file that Jadusables deleted in the first place. Then he turned off the game and did not play the game the rest of the day. He did not even sleep last night. He was still hearing the reverse Song of Healing and the dread he felt exploring Clocktown. He drove back to the old man's house to ask a few questions, but he saw a for sale sign in his yard, and when he rang the doorbell, nobody was there. He realized what the old man whispered to him. He whispered, "Goodbye, Ben." Well, that is the end of the Ben creepypasta. Now, I will tell you what I think of the creepypasta. I thought it was pretty good. It is really better than a lot of creepypastas that I look at today. I watch a lot of creepypasta videos on YouTube, and this is way better than any other creepypastas I find. Now, I know it's not real, and I know that it's just the creator of the story name with the username Jadusables. He just was just bored one day, I guess, at college, and he just created a story about one of his favorite games, I guess, called which was Majora's Mask. But either way, it is a great story. It's gotten a lot of attention nowadays, and it's one of the most well-known creepypastas to date. I mean, just look at Majora's Mask. It's dark on its own. It's one of the most darker games of back then. I mean, Twilight Princess tried to do this, but it couldn't come close to what Majora's Mask did. So I guess when they added this creepypasta to make it even more darker than it is, I guess that's just what makes it even more scarier. To say what I think is more scarier about this is just the fact that just haunted games in general. Just to think that there, somewhere out there is a haunted game and that you can get it and play it. That, my friends, my gamers, is just something really scary to me. This actually started the whole cliches of creepypastas like, got a sketchy game at a garage sale, or, and all those cliches. And that's sort of like the bad thing about this story. It sort of started that whole cliche at the time. But at the beginning, it was kind of cool. And at the beginning, it was kind of scary. But then once people just started going on and on and on about how they found this on a garage sale, it kind of just gets old. It's kind of like a joke. Where at first it's kind of good, but when somebody says it over and over and over, it's not really that funny anymore. Sort of the same thing with this. But other than that, it is a great story. Links in the description to go find this creepypasta on the Creepypasta Wiki. And there are also videos that he uploaded too, which at the time looked really real, and a lot of people thought it was real. But sadly, it's not real. It's just a story that somebody made. But it doesn't have to be real to be scary. It just has to be a great story and be told that it's based on true events. And that what makes it really, truly scary. Thanks for stopping by, gamers. I'll see you next time on Scary Games.